hear me say something and then you're writing it down, I don't stop talking, right? I continue talking while you're writing, and I'm here to tell you, you're even less likely to retain the information that is coming out of my mouth if you're writing at the same time. Now, the researchers have found out that on any information that you read, hear, or see, meaning a video or something like that, you are going to forget 60% of it inside of 48 hours. 60%, more than half. In fact, most people inside of 3 days are going to forget 80 to 90% of what they heard. Most of the time it's because they're sitting too long, they're trying to take notes, they're doing what most of us found in school called cramming, which is trying to shove all of the information into our brains as quickly as possible. We want to do things instantly. I want to learn how to do things right now. Let me go to a 2-day seminar. I'm going to learn everything there is to know about trading or everything there is to know about knitting or basket weaving, and I'm going to walk out of there an expert. It just doesn't happen that way. So here's how you can cut 30 to 80% off the learning curve. Why such a big range? Well, because some people just have an easier time of it. They can follow these few things and they can just hack major chunks off of their learning curve. Other people are just a little bit less. The first thing is you want to take 20 minutes at a time. Go 20 minutes, watch a video, watch a portion of a video, push pause, get up, get a drink of water, do something completely different. I don't care if it's watching TV, if it's going out in your garden, if it's throwing the ball with your kids or petting the dog. Just do something different for 5 minutes. All it takes is 5 minutes. Let the information percolate into your brain and then go back and continue. The first time through, don't take any notes. Just listen to what I'm saying. Let the information get into your brain. Don't try and pass judgment on it. Don't try and put it into boxes. Just listen to it one time through and relax. And you'll find that taking those 2 steps, take 20 minutes at a time and just relaxing, will take so much of the pressure off of you that you're automatically learning faster. Because think about it. If you're going through a presentation and I'm talking about a chart, and I'm talking about a pattern on the chart, and I'm talking about a pattern on a chart of the Great British Pound US dollar pair, and I'm talking about a flag pattern that has just come out of a triangle that's lasted for 6 months. Well, if all of that information is brand new, guess what? Your brain is going to want to know, well, what's a British Pound US dollar? And by the way, what's a chart? And what the heck is this flag and triangle thing? And how do they relate to each other? And what are the parts of the flag? Do you see where I'm going with this? You're going to try and figure out too much information at one time. Okay, so when you're trying to figure out all of this information at once, at the same time you're learning, hopefully you're starting to understand why it can be so difficult to actually get new information, assimilate that information, and then use that information. I can tell you in my life, I've literally used this technique to learn very complex subjects in half the time as very skilled, supposedly expert people. In fact, you could use this technique inside of 3 weeks to become just as knowledgeable and almost as proficient as somebody who's been using and understanding that information for 10 or 15 years. Okay? Now, here's the most important part. And this is something, I don't want you to feel nervous about this. Just give it a try. Okay? Just trust me on this. The last thing is take a complete break for at least 1 day, preferably 2 days. Okay, so the ideal thing, of course, since we're talking about going through 5 discs, would be to go through disc 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Monday through Friday, 1 disc per day, and then take the weekend off. Go play with the kids, go see a movie, go out with your wife, go on a 2-day cruise, fly to Vegas, do whatever you're going to do for 2 days, don't even think about it. And then when you come back, I want you to go through the discs again. But this time, you want to jot down the things that don't make sense to you. Now, what have you done? Well, what you've done at this point is you have put the information into your brain without trying to put it into a box. Because listen, your brain It learns and it knows information by association. Think about it. When you could be walking through the Mall of America, one of the largest malls on the face of the planet. Thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people are there, and you could spot an old friend of yours across the room and instantly, I mean literally, in a blink of an eye, see that person's face. And they're out of thousands of people. Well, the reason why you could do that is because your brain, on just a glance through a room, is going to scan each one of the faces and instantly put it up in a database. I don't know if you've ever seen the Discovery Channel, where in Las Vegas they've got these faces.